Alright, we're profiling my updated Invoked Dogmatika deck. This is what I've been messing around with for locals. There's going to be some really bad opinions on this deck. Because I've had some moments with this deck at locals, and I'm kind of over some of these card choices. So we threw away some things out of here that a lot of people be like, what? And a lot of people didn't agree with the last deck profile, but I'm once again going to explain myself, and you can go from there. Check our friends at tradingcardmint.com. Down below, enter MCO40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. A-okay, A-okay. Also enter What's Good 5 over at Tier 0 Games. Save a little bit on your purchase over there too. Alright. So, this never changes. So we're still playing triple copies of Alistair. A lot of people know that making Makaba is really strong. And to the comments section that said, this is like a side note here. So people are like, well, just stop the Ecclesia and you'll win the game. Now hold up here. I'm not a 500 IQ rocket scientist here, but by the time this hits the field, now don't get me wrong here. All right, like there's usually one of these on the field, right? Like 95% of the time. I don't know, I in a solo matchup where you beat this card alone, but if this is standing next to it, you're not doing anything about this. All right, like that's not happening. All right, so I understand that the player base is like, well, you know, stop the Ecclesia, you win. But when the Makaba is standing next to it, you're not doing anything to the Ecclesia. So, but triple copies of Ecclesia, I find that this card is an absolute powerhouse in this deck. Also, if you bring this out against Numeron, you're going to lose because it can't be destroyed by battle, so enjoy getting ran over infinitely. That's what feels bad. Alright, so I got sick and tired of not having 3 of these. This is a super unpopular opinion, but whatever. In my grindier matchups, I've been wanting to see 3 of these. And basically, I made changes to reflect that. So we are playing triple of this. This is I think this is fine as a 3 of. More metagame reliant players might be like, yeah, 2 is better. If you're playing nothing but meta all day, then 2 is correct. When you start playing against stupid grindier decks, 3 of these is pretty good. We play 1 Trash Maximus. People hate this card. I think that this card is bonkers. This combined with Alistair is just enjoy ripping from your opponent's extra deck. So many people have stopped playing for this now, so you just drop Maximus and it's free real estate for you. You're not getting taken. Your opponent's not going to stop this. All right, like once this resolves, you're going to Value Town, and then we have some hand traps. Triple Ash Blossom, Enjoy Spring. Nothing else too special to say about this card. I still think this card sucks, but that's what the side deck's for. Spells. Hey, look. Triple Magical Meltdown. This never changes. So staple. 2 Invocation, because we were never playing more than 2 of this. I think that if you're playing 3 of this, you're wild. I have been citing out 1 of these. Just boarded another hand trap, I've noticed. Like, this is a card that you don't want to draw. Unless they actually stop you. 1 Terraforming, because we have to get to Magical Meltdown. Triple copies of Nadir's Servant. This card is... Getting this to drop the App Cologne to get to your Schism is probably one of the best things that you can do. This card auto beats... Well, okay, Winda beats half of the metagame right now. Like, if you go first. But if you're like me, and you've won dice rolls for 3 straight weeks, I think I'm 111 on dice rolls right now, then you're gonna cry every time. 2 copies of Cosmic. This is for Numeron. We have a absurdly large amount of Numeron floating around up here, so this helps eradicate a lot of the choices for that. Also, this doubles down for your Numeron matchup, or Eldritch matchup, and it also doubles down for your Dogmatika matchup, so you can hit their Schism, things like that. I wish this card was still at 3. I miss this card. This card is absolutely crazy. I know a lot of people are like, well, why are you even still playing this? Because this card wins games. Alright, like, just because this card is limited to 1 right now does not mean that you should not be playing it. I hate Dragoon Game 1. Once again, I know a lot of people are very against maining this, but I'm so sick of just losing to Dragoon. Alright, like, you need this card to beat out of that. Also, if your opponent sets up these huge negate boards, this card will help you semi-break through them. It's not going to be a good time, but you can get places with this card. Alright. I hate this card. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm playing 1 TTT. So I took the advice in my comment section last video. They're like, Robbie, you're stupid. Alright, you need to be playing 3 TTT. The card is amazing. Me. Alright, I'll try this. You ever play against Fluffle? Alright, he cleared off the field, got it down top decking mode. You draw TTT for turn. You're like, okay, he tops a penguin, swings at you. You draw for turn. You draw another TTT. He draws. Summons another monster, attacks you directly. Next turn, you draw TTT for turn. I'm over that. Like, this card is staying at 1 in this deck. I don't even know what else to say, man. Like, in the matchups that you want this for, it's like Dragon Link, but you dead draw it like every other matchup. I'm over it. Playing it as a 1-of. 2 copies of Desires. I know a lot of people can be like, well, really? I was originally playing this as a 1-of. I got sick of not drawing it, so I bumped it to 2. I think this card is extremely good for what it is. I think a lot of people kind of underestimate this card right now because draw 2 resources is really good. Triple Imperm. This is really a no-brainer. Hand Trap punishes the opponent. I upgraded and went to 2 Punishment. I was definitely finding that in my grindier matchups, once again, I wanted 2 punishments. So having these has actually been really good. Control Player Robbie wanted these back. Triple copies of Psalm J. Getting the interruptions on the opponent, watching them cry when you just fully judgment them. They're like, oh, okay. And then we have 1 Schism. Because Wind is a really good card, evidently. This deck is really good if you can go first all day. Trust me. Like, if you can't go first all day, oh boy. Alright, so, what do we got here? So, 1 Almirage, 1 Secure Guard. Now, we know what you're doing with this. These are the setup for the Purgatrio, the setup for the Makaba, and Maximus Fuel, all in 2 cards. Alright, Invoked package. Double Makaba. 2 is pretty much been deemed the staple here. We have 1 Purgatrio, signed from Chicago when we built the extra deck. Still have it, by the way. I still have all those extra deck cards that we built together for my extra deck for Stun. So they never left. They're still here. Actually been playing some of them. So yeah, 1 Purgatrio. 1 copy of Algoides. This card is bonkers if you can get to it. 2 Titanclad. I know a lot of people kind of cut down on one of these and went down to the playing 1 Fossil Guy. The Fossil Guy is very good. I upped my Maximus, or I upped the floors so that these would see a little bit more love. 2 Nittis. I love this card. This card is so good. 1 App Cologne, 1 Window, 1 Construct. Unpopular opinion. I like these arts better than the other ones, mainly because my vindictive nature towards that format. 1 copy of Omega for recycling the init test for the grindier matchups, and 1 Nova for my Maximus for the mirror. That doesn't evidently happen anymore. Side deck. Triple of this. You see this plus another hand trap, you are probably going to win the game. This card is really good. 2 Ogre. Now, hi, Anti-Numeron. How are you? This card is the best going second card in the game, and I'm glad this card is limited to 1. You see these cards are going to be in a good position. some bricks that help you feel better about life and out certain things. The card's really good. Hi Geist. Hi Eldritch. Hi Backrodex. It was nice playing you. Hey, we have to play this card, right? Because they were nice and brought it back. And then this is more back row hate. So, unpopular opinion, TTT is a horrible card in this deck. I hate it. In other decks, it's probably better. Trust me, I've been so sick of that Fluffle matchup. Made me hate the card. Like, it's actually crazy. Outside of everything that's been going on with testing with this deck, is still a lot of fun. Kind of miss the strikes from the original builds. Maximus is a very strong card. And if I could go first all day and make Winda, I'm going to win the game. So guys, check out our friends at tradingcardmint.com. Enter MK40 on checkout, save a little bit of money on your purchase. Also check out Tier 0 Games and enter What's Good 5 on checkout. Save money everywhere. Best of deals. I guess I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCall40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCall40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcallgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.